Hello everybody, today we're going to be doing a bit of a Sharkbite 2 tier list. Right here we have all the sharks, all the guns, and all the boats, including both on sale and off sale, and we're going to be ranking all of them on this tier list right here. Anyways, let's get started. Looks like the first one we got is the Christmas shark from the Christmas events. Honestly, for me, it'd probably actually be a B tier, because it's not a bad shark in all honesty. I mean, sure, yes, some of these other ones are probably going to be better once we get to them, but the Christmas shark isn't like a bad shark at all. It's actually pretty good, pretty decent speed, alright size. I mean, you'd probably want your shark to be a bit smaller since you would avoid getting plummeted by bullets. But yeah, it's quite an alright shark. Next we have the chocolate bunny shark. Now, I do not know if this one has the same stats as the Christmas shark. I'm betting they do, since I believe the bunny shark also has the same stats. Honestly, I'd probably put it in B tier above Christmas shark, because I just kind of like the chocolate look of the chocolate shark a bit better than the Christmas shark, with it being tangled up in Christmas lights. Then we have the bunny shark. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in C tier. Wait, yeah, B tier, C tier. Yeah, I'm putting it in C tier. Honestly, I just don't like. I do not really like the bunny shark hybrid. I mean, I get it has the same stats and all, but honestly, something about the bunny shark hybrid doesn't really sit that well with me. Nomona shark. We're not going to talk about that. Then the anniversary shark, B tier. Maybe a bit above the Christmas shark. Yeah, I'll put it just a little bit above. It's actually, you know what? Yeah, it's actually top B tier. Yeah, I just like the Christmas confetti that swirls around it and all that. And I do believe it probably also has the same stats again as the rest of the sharks. So yeah, I guess top B tier. Alrighty, Megalodon. I'll put it up in A. Megalodon's actually a pretty good shark. Maybe it is a bit big, which would probably lead to you getting hit by a ton of bullets, but the main problem is that it's kind of hard to eat anybody with it. It's still a good shark, but it's kind of hard to try to eat anyone with it. Goblin shark. Honestly, I hadn't really had much experience with this shark, but honestly, I'm willing to probably put it in A tier, just from my experience seeing other people use it. Yes, it's kind of an ugly shark, but come on, like, Mako. Wait. Mako goes in S, no doubt, because pretty much everyone who owns one can destroy an entire server with one pretty easily. Anyways, oh yeah, and that depends if you're like high on skill. Yes, it has low health, but if you're like really skilled, the Mako is overpowered. Orca, honestly, I'd put Orca in a bit of a B tier. Yeah, I think that's the right place for it. Mainly because, I mean, Orca is alright, but I believe it kind of gets overshadowed by the other sharks on the list, like Megalodon, but also Mosasaurus. That will also go up in S tier. I don't know. Mosasaurus, cool. It looks cool on it, and I guess it's a bit faster than the Megalodon. I believe that's what the stats says it's supposed to be. Yes, it has less health and less size, but I mean, I do think you'd have a much more faring with when killing people in a server with the Mosasaurus over a Megalodon, since you're not going to have any of the problems that the Megalodon has over the Mosasaurus. Hammerhead. Yeah, C tier. I mean, don't get me wrong. Hammerhead's a good shark, but I feel like it's a bit powerful for its price, not gonna lie. If it was like more reasonably priced, it would probably be in B tier, but for now it's gonna stay in C tier. Bull shark. Yep. Nope. I'm just not gonna. I'm pretty sure you guys already know. And great whites. C tier as well, because it's the default shark. Actually, you know what? Great white, come on, goes in B tier, so mainly since it's a free shark, and for it being the default shark, it does its job not well. Alright. Let's go to guns next, and then we'll do boats last. Alrighty, starting off strong, we got the Shark Blaster. That'll go in a respectable A tier, mainly because it's actually pretty good of a weapon, but I'd probably recommend using Rocket Launcher over Shark Blaster, not gonna lie. Icicle Sniper. Despite what other people say about the snipers, I think they're pretty good weapons, so that's why the Icicle and Golden Bunny Sniper are also going to go in A tier, mainly because I know other people don't see the snipers as being that good of weapons, but me personally, I think they're pretty good weapons, not gonna lie. Egg PG, honestly, I mean, I used it once. I wouldn't say it's D tier, but it's a respectable C tier, not gonna lie. I just don't see why anyone would be using it when you could just be using a rocket launcher instead. Rocket launcher, S tier. Do I need to say more? Same with Egg Splatter. Egg Splatter lock-on is also an S tier. Then we got the water gun. C tier. I would put it a bit lower, but I do believe this is like one of those guns that you also get for free if you completed the games event that happened a while back. More than a while back, actually. So I think for it technically being free, I guess it has a fair place. Oh, coconut launcher. I just don't see anyone using this, and whenever I use it, it's just not really that good, not gonna lie. What was this? The Trident launcher? I mean, Trident crossbow? Whatever it is, pitchfork crossbow, whatever. I'd say it's a B tier. It's good. It's just not that good. It's good. I'll just say that. It's good. AK-47. Also B tier. I mean, it's just another good gun. I do not know what I should say. Like, same thing with a harpoon. Maybe it's actually a bit in a C tier, not gonna lie. And know what? I'd probably put it in B tier. I feel like it would be a bit unfair if I put it in C tier. Yeah, it's just a good gun, but double barrel flintlock, I mean, I had more experience with this, but I feel like it's not worthy putting it in A. It's a good gun, but maybe a bit higher than, I'd say, the AK-47, so yeah, right there, I'd say, is fair enough. Laser crossbow, just like the, actually, you know what? Another B tier gun, not gonna lie. It's just pretty mid, not gonna lie. I'm just gonna be honest. Paintball gun. Honestly, that's an A tier gun because it does pretty decent damage and even good damage for being a pretty cheap gun. I mean, I'm not gonna complain for it being too cheap. I do think it might be a reasonably priced, maybe just a bit cheap, but it's not a bad gun, not gonna lie. It deserves A tier. Regular flintlock. Well, for being a free gun, I think I'd put it just a bit under double barrel, because I do think double barrel is better than the regular, but the regular is a free gun, so you can't complain with that. And now it looks like we're on the boats now. Alrighty. Looks like we're starting with the accelerator. A tier. I mean, my only complaint is that I do believe the accelerator is just maybe a bit forgettable compared to the other boats. Also, I kind of forgot water balloon launcher. I think that water balloon launcher is an A tier. Actually, you know what, B tier. Maybe a bit above the AK-47 or Thompson. I think I heard some people call it the Thompson gun. I don't know. But yeah, accelerator. It's actually a good boat, but the main problem is that it's actually pretty forgettable compared to the other ones. Ferris wheel boat, A tier boat. Yes, it kind of has, I'd say it has pretty mid stats, but it's actually a pretty fun boat when you realize it. Like, yeah, it doesn't have to be a good boat to make it good. Like, it can have things like a freaking Ferris wheel on the back. That's what makes it a pretty fun boat, not gonna lie. What was this, the bunny tank? I put it in B tier. Accelerator is honestly better. The bunny tank has a turret, but I feel like the turret 99% of the time is probably gonna land off target, mainly because the turret functions like the egg splatter lock-on, but worse. Much worse. That's why I do not think it's... I actually think it's a C tier. It's just not that good, not gonna lie. Golden Ducky. B. I guess it's a solid B tier. I mean, I get it's the first off-sale boat. One of the first off-sale boats to be added to the game, if not one of the first boats to be added to Sharkbite 2. I just think it's a pretty solid B tier. Arctic assault boats. I guess it's a high B, maybe. I mean, just like the regular combat boats, since it's just like that, but better, I'll put the combat boat just a bit underneath the Arctic assault boats. Did I seriously forget the pumpkin launcher? Pumpkin launcher is, why am I even trying to say that? Oh my god, it's just another B tier. I sound like a broken radio. Alrighty. Olympic. I think you should have expected this coming. It's an S tier boat. Because it has the large turrets. You can plummet the shark. Yes, it might be a bit cheating when you pair it up with the egg splatter, but you get like free teeth and free XP points. Who wouldn't want to use a giant warship with one of the most overpowered weapons in the game to absolutely obliterate the shark into smithereens and beyond? Like, who doesn't want that to do that? And then to follow up the Olympic, do I have Titanic? To me, I believe Titanic is This might be a bit of a controversial take, but I believe Titanic's a B, mainly because, well, one, I always thought Titanic was a bit overrated, not gonna lie. Oh, crap. But also because, well, it's just a worse Olympic. Olympic is much better. Honestly, much cooler looking, not gonna lie, as well. I just think that with the Olympic, the Titanic doesn't... there's just no point using the Titanic unless you just want to use it for its style, I guess. Then the Britannic is, I guess, honestly, yeah, I guess it's an A. Since it has a bit more speed than the Titanic, honestly, never mind, it's an A. And for all the snowmobiles, they're also A's, in all honesty. They're all three of them are A's. Honestly, I really liked using the snowmobiles. I thought they were pretty fun, just like using like the jet skis, like fun to drive. Then there's the RGB turret sleigh, S. It's just cool. It looks cool. It has the golden turret. Only thing I wish they kept about it was how in Sharkbite 1, every now and then there would have been a lightning strike that struck down on the RGB turret sleigh while driving it. I just thought that was a cool aesthetic thingamajig that it did. Stealth boat. Not gonna lie, but I do... it's an A tier. It looks cool, but I do not use it mainly because this bad boy right here who's going up in S tier. Yep. Alrighty. Then there's the Valentine's Heart hovercraft. B. I do not mind the hovercraft boats, but I just feel like the Valentine's boat is just a B tier, not gonna lie. Sloop, a C. It's okay. It's okay. It's pretty cheap, but it's okay. It's not good or anything. It fulfills its job, I guess. Magic Wand boat. An A tier boat. It's honestly pretty fun to drive, not gonna lie. And I bet some people can probably use it for grinding, but I guess it's just an A tier boat. What else can I say? Like the snowmobiles, it's a pretty fun boat to drive, not gonna lie. Tugboat. Alrighty, that's an F tier boat. It's a cool boat, not gonna lie. The only thing holding it up is it looks cool, but how its handling and driving is just awful, not gonna lie. Then there's the tour boat, which is another C tier boat to me. It's honestly pretty good to drive. It's good on driving. I just feel like that I wouldn't really use it all that often. Not gonna lie. Then Canopy Motorboat. It's also C tier. I do prefer... It's a bit better than the tour boats. But again, one major problem with it is I do believe its handling is just a bit slippery, not gonna lie. But other than that, it's a good boat. Coffin boat. A tier boat. It's a coffin boat. What else do I need to say? Honestly, it's pretty fast. Again, just like the... Honestly, if I had to relate it more to... It would more so relate to the regular jet skis, which, since I'm bringing those up, I guess I can put those in A tier. And honestly, actually, you know what? B tier. Because the regular... Honestly, wait. Where's the pink jet ski at? I guess I forgot to get the pink jet ski. Oh wait, no, never mind, I'm blind. It's right there. Both the green and pink jet ski are B tier, but the red jet ski, just like the coffin boat, is an A tier. Because unlike the green and pink one, it has 3 seats, just like the snowmobiles. Festive Galleon, B. It looks cool, not gonna lie. It looks cool, but again, stat-wise, it's not that good. And also because I, again, don't really see myself using that boat too often. Gingerbread Man boat, C tier. Same with the Festive Tree boat. They're both C tiers because I honestly, it might be a bit controversial for me to say this. I do not really like their looks, not gonna lie. I see what they're trying to go for, but me personally, I just kind of find the aesthetic to be kind of weird, not gonna lie. I just don't really like how they look. I do think they're good as boats, but in terms of looks, I do not really like how they look, not gonna lie. Duckling boats. Another C tier, not gonna lie. At least unlike the gingerbread boat and festive tree boat, the duckling boat maybe not be as fast as they are, but it's a duckling boat. It looks cool. Who doesn't like a duckling boat? Gingerbread steamboat. Honestly, for me, this actually has to be a pretty high A tier boat. Honestly, really like the gingerbread look of the steamboat. It's a decent size and it has decent stats. I actually really like it, not gonna lie. And then all the sleighs. Well, I'm gonna put them in A tier because, well, they're sleighs. They're supposed to signify every Christmas year for Sharkbite 2 and even for Sharkbite 1. Yes, stat-wise they aren't that good, but they're pretty cheap, only costing 10 presents. And honestly, for just 10 presents, they actually function really well, so I believe that they deserve A tier, not gonna lie. Submersible. B tier, I'd say right here in B tier. It's pretty good, but I do think the Duck Submarine is a bit better since it has more seats. For me personally, I like the Submersible more aesthetic-wise, but I like the Ducky Submarine more functioning-wise, if that makes sense. Hydro Tank. I'll say Hydro Tank is an A tier boat. Again, I do believe it might get a bit overshadowed by where it gets overshadowed by the Pyro Tank, which is a bit higher, but it's still a good boat nonetheless. Broomstick boat. Honestly, also an A to me. It's pretty fast. I actually do like its look, not gonna lie. I actually like how it looks. And honestly, it's pretty fun to drive. I really like how when you, push it up against, the barriers, you start going flying up into the air. It makes you start hovering on the side of the barriers like you're going anti-gravity mode. Red Snapper, also an A tier, because it's a free boat like the Submersible is if you play for 30 days, and it's a pretty fast boat. It's honestly probably maybe a bit worse than the Red Marlin, but it's still good. Speaking of Red Marlin, honestly, I say Red Marlin deserves to be an S tier with the rest. And and regular Marlin deserves to be right here in A tier. I like both of them, although Red Marlin's better aesthetic wise, and because it has more seats and it has a bit more speed to it. Alrighty, cruise ship. definitely A tier. I'd say, yep, right around here. Yeah, right here in A tier. Cruise ship, honestly, definitely better than the Titanic, in my opinion. It has more features to it that makes it fun, not gonna lie. Yes, it's a bit smaller than the Titanic, but me personally, it's just that the cruise ship feels much easier to drive, especially using a controller. I don't know why they're both labeled to have the same what was it? Handling. For me, cruise ship has to have better handling than the Titanic, Olympic, and Britannic. Yeah, so it deserves a tier spot. Viper speedboats. Honestly, it's a C tier boat. It's kind of forgettable, not gonna lie. It's good, but it's honestly forgettable. Games Galleon. It's also in B tier with Festive Galleon, maybe just a little bit better, but only just a little bit. I won't, yeah. Athletic Ducky, honestly, right next to the Golden Ducky. Honestly, I kind of like the silver look of it just a little bit more than the Golden Ducky. It just looks cool, not gonna lie. Military Submarine. Oh crap, this might be a bit controversial of me to say, but it's a D tier boat, not gonna lie. Oh crap. It doesn't, oh crap. It doesn't work very well for me. Like, the turrets most of the time do not hit the shark on target. Honestly, I like its looks and everything. It looks cool. It's the biggest submarine of all of them, but just gameplay wise, it's just not that worth using unless you're trying to get every boat in the game. Just get the sea. Just save up a bit more shark teeth to get the Sea Breacher instead. It's way better. Wildfire, honestly, up in S with Marlin GT. It's an S tier boat. It's really good. What can I say? It's basically the Spectre from Sharkbite 1, but I guess HD or just remade, and it's the fastest boat in the game. Party boats, A tier. I'd say right here in A tier. It's a fun boat, just like the cruise ship. It has its own features to it that makes it fun to use. Yes, it doesn't have good stats, but it's a fun boat. What can I say? Jet Ski Ultra, it's up in A tier along with the maybe just below the snow. Yep, my mind stopped. The things. Sorry. Then there's the SAS boat. The SAS boat goes in, it goes in A tier, right before the hydro tank. It's a good boat, good stats. It even has a turret on it. And then along with that is a SWAT boat. Okay, I might just be counting this for a bit of nostalgia points, but I believe the SWAT boat deserves to go in A tier with the SAS boat. Honestly, me personally, I like the looks of the SWAT boat more. I just like the sleek design a bit more. But yeah, I get it's just not as good. It's probably not worthy of A tier, but this one, it just has a bit of nostalgia holding it up. Hover bike, nope, I'm not talking about that. It's going D tier, just D tier, mainly because for some reason it has the same exact stats as the small jet skis, but for some reason it costs 50 shark teeth more than both the jet skis. Why is that? Who knows? Catamaran. It's a B tier boat. Good. It's good. It's actually probably the most mid boat you can get in the game. It's one of the most middest boats, honestly. Again, I like it. I do have a bit nostalgia, but for me, the nostalgia ain't enough to bring it up any higher. It's still pretty. It was mid in Sharkbite 1, and it's mid in Sharkbite 2. I'm just gonna say. Okay, Lifeboat. Yep, it's S tier. It's a good boat. It's fun. It's so fun to drive. Oh, come on. Like, it's so fun. It might be cheap. It might not have the greatest stats. It might not have a reason to deserve S tier to begin with. But if you drive the Coast Guard boat, you know how fun it is to drive. Come on. Oh, God. And then there's Ducky Trail Boat. Honestly, it's a C tier boat. I just find it pretty annoying to drive, not gonna lie. I think that's because of the ducklings attached to the back. But despite it costing a bit less than the Small Dinghy Motorboat, despite having better stats, I believe Small Dinghy Motorboat is a bit better, because it's just not, it doesn't feel as clunky to drive, not gonna lie. Viking Longship, it's C tier, it's mid. What can I say? Then there's the Swan Paddle Boat. It's a B tier. I'd say it's right underneath the jet skis. It's actually, honestly, I really like the design. Actually, you know what? It deserves to be a bit higher. Maybe a bit above the submersible. I like its design, and it's actually a pretty good boat to drive. Then there's the Blue Wooden Motorboat. I'll put that in the red one and C tier, mainly because, again, they're pretty cheap boats. They're not the best, but they're pretty alright to drive. Unicorn Paddle Boat. Oh, this got the greatest upgrade from Sharkbite 1 to Sharkbite 2. If you use the Unicorn Paddle Boat in Sharkbite 1, you know how awful it was to drive. But in Sharkbite 2, it was like they realized their mistakes and completely fixed how it drives, making it much better. Honestly, I'll put it right here between Games Galleon and Festive Galleon. Now we got our first free boat. Honestly, fishing boat, I'd say right here in B tier. The Ducky boat is like the probably best boat in C tier. Then there's a Shark Cage boat. Honestly, it's actually an alright boat. I'd say a bit better than the Catamaran, B tier. And I can't believe I forgot the Rifle. Rifle is honestly, I don't know. I think it is that great. It's better than the Flintlock, but Flintlock's a free gun. You could always just save to get a better one instead. So yeah, it's definitely C tier. Billboard boat. Aesthetically wise, I kind of like it a bit more, not gonna lie. Yes, again, it might be a bit smaller than the fishing boat, but I kind of like it a bit more in terms of look. And then of course, the small wooden sailboat. S. And that's the tier list.